conquer your own destiny. Tomorrow, that's the salvation.
All distracted, ready for the belly of the beast, the belly of the beast. No one can stop me from greatness, and that's a guarantee. The Elohim are watching and can see. We're going through the struggle to achieve a victory, achieve a victory. Being with you, girl, is a victory. Winning the war is a victory. High priest a legend as a victory. Waking up today is a victory. Being money is a victory. Doing God's work. No evil can stop me from achieving a victory, a victory. We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to. We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Let's squash the beef. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. You know that I could be someone else superhero in these streets, delivering street prayers for the children found out disease. Falling for real life, 6 feet deep. Idolizing troll rappers, then becoming brainwashed like sheep. Post-colonial mindset, forced into your totalitarian attack. What's happening, bro? Where did the love go? Things ain't what they used to be. Children, stop the violence and listen to me. Black men, dying species, blood stains on the pavement. Why do we need to make a statement? Why do we need to make a statement? We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life, so watch the beef. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Baby girl, the high priest someone else feels your pain. Cause he's insane, pack your bags and leave him to catch the next train. Or if it is emergency, the high priest someone will pay for your plane. As long as you're in my arms, he will never hurt you again. And as for your man, listen to me boy, you come correct. How dare you disrespect your queen? It's time for your punishment from the grand architect. Let's go find the high priest someone else on a mission to protect and collect the queen's vine in neglect. Yeah, I'm talking to you, queen's heart in neglect. We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beef, it's time to unite. Mama, don't cry, everything's gonna be alright. Metal silence. Let's go! We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beef, it's time to unite. Mama, don't cry, everything's gonna be alright. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the High Priest, Grand our Science Ministries, Amun L. And the High Priest Amun L has one question. Are you ready for a victory? If you are, give me a hell yeah, oh yeah. I'm on the risky mission. I prayed I made the right decision. Spiritual armor quick, ready for any rough collision. I feel the mission. I prayed I made the right decision. 1L. And the High Priest 1L has. Are you ready for a victory? If you are, give me a hell yeah. I'm on the risky mission. I prayed I made the right decision. Spiritual armor quick, ready for any rough collision. I feel the mental science tingling. It's coming from my intuition. High priest real. All these politicians. Let's go. I'm exploding like I'm aiming in opposition, and I'm ready for my competition. Feel awake like my soul's risen. I'm caught in flesh, I'm the definition. It's too tight now, I'm going to prison. We went through the misery to achieve a victory, to achieve a victory. And now we're writing our damn history, because we now have a victory. The odds are against me, but we're still fighting. The odds are against me, but we're still fighting for a victory, a victory. We won the war on land and on sea, so let's celebrate with a victory. It's a victory, it's a victory, come on, it's a victory. I'm ready for battle, and I'm not lose. I'm a ticking time bomb that can't be defused. I'm a black god, don't call me Zeus. This is hell on earth, don't be confused. MPs getting loose, and got the evil which side to choose. in the army tank. In a war song, screaming freedom like a trombone. I'm touching it, let off the Filipino. I'm with the most high, I never walk alone. So I'm gonna hear it out and me from some phone. I'm an OG, I'm not cool like that. I'm fake, I'm coming for you. We went through the misery to achieve. We went through the misery to achieve the victory. And now we're writing our damn history. Because we now have a victory. The odds are against me, but we're still fighting for a victory. A victory. We won the war on land and on sea. So let's celebrate with a victory. It's a victory. It's a victory. Come on, it's a victory.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas. I say you already know what time it is now. They call me International Man, hurry up in the building tonight, just so you know. Your favorite high boy, dope boy, blessed boy, fat machine, aka your Terminator. There you are, so your property here tonight. Permit me to introduce to you the most powerful prophet on earth with the heart of gold and charity. We're talking about one of the high priests of the order of Melchizedek, the Meta Science final boss, the Meta Science CEO, the Captain, the El Duce, the reigning, defending heavyweight microphone champion of the world. We're talking other person than the CEO, the grand high priest of Meta Science Ministry, Amun. Let me hear you say Meta. Meta. I say he's here today to give us a gift. Gift from heaven, a gift that has made men mighty, a gift that has made men. I'm talking other person that this microphone. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas. I say you already know what time it is tonight. They call me International Man, hurry up in the building tonight, just so you know. Your favorite high boy, dope boy, blessed boy, fat machine, aka your Terminator. There you are, so your property here tonight. Permit me to introduce to you the most powerful prophet on earth with the heart of gold and charity. We're talking about one of the high priests of the order of Melchizedek, the Meta Science final boss, the Meta Science CEO, the Meta Science the reigning, defending heavyweight microphone champion of the world. We're talking other person than the CEO, the grand high priest of Meta Science Ministry, Amun. Let me hear you say Meta. Meta. I say he's here today to give us a gift, a powerful gift from heaven, a gift that has made men mighty, a gift that has made men strong, a gift of victory, a gift of revolution, a gift of freedom, and a gift that will make you a champion. We're talking about the prophet sent by God, a prophet ahead of his time, the chosen one sent from bring the revolution to the end. We're talking about the chosen one sent from God to come and conquer, become a champion, and give victory to the children of the Lord.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is the High Priest, the Metal Science Boss, the Metal Science General, the Metal Science CEO, the Metal Science Captain, the Metal Science Commander-in-Chief, the Metal Science Champ, the El Duce, the reigning, defending, heavyweight microphone champion of the world, the Grand Hierophant, Amun. You don't know Metal Science. And welcome to the Metal Science Ministries, Reasoning and Fellowship radio show via the Hub Live Radio 105.2 FM, and also on YouTube as well. If you want to see the High Priest Someone L on YouTube or on Facebook, right now, live and direct in the physical flesh, seeing High Priest Someone L in the studio, all you need to do, my brothers and sisters, is go onto Facebook
and type in on Facebook the Hub Live Radio on Facebook, and you'll be able to see the High Priest Amun live and direct in the studio on Facebook. Or if you have YouTube and you want to see the High Priest Amun on YouTube and see other stuff what the High Priest Amun does on YouTube, all you have to do, my brothers and sisters, is go onto YouTube, type in the YouTube search engine Amun L, which is spelled A for Amun as in A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for love. You're done now, Metal Science. So how is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's all right tonight. Because the High Priest Amun has got a serious topic that we want to talk about tonight. However, something wrong is happening right now, and we don't know what's going on. But we're going to sort it out in a minute. Yeah, I hope everybody's all right. So, one second, everybody. Okay, that's it. All right, yes. So now, we've sorted out the technical difficulty. Just one more thing. Buddy, do you know where the aux is?
Aux for?
For the laptop. Thank you so much. All right, yeah, we're ready. We're plugged in, ready for the radio. So now, yeah, High Priest Amun was on the radio tonight. We're on the Hub Live Radio on Facebook. We're on Amun L YouTube channel on YouTube. We're on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter. We're on TikTok, the Hub Live Radio. We're on Mixcloud, Hub Live Radio. Twitch, the Hub Live Radio. Facebook, the Hub Live Radio. And FM 105.2 FM for all my spiritual warriors and meta science disciples right now. Shout out to Queen Danai, shout out to Auntie Liz, shout out to Queen Judy, shout out to Queen Margs, shout out to Queen Caroline or Queen Kaz, shout out to all my freedom fighters, shout out to Christina, shout out to everybody that's tuned in to the Meta Science Ministries radio show via the Hub Live Radio. You're done now, Meta Science. We're also on Facebook. If you want to follow the High Priest Amun on Facebook, feel free. All you have to do is type in Suleiman Uncle Mun, which is spelled Suleiman as in S for success, U for upliftment, L for love, A for Africa, Y for you, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, N for Nubian, space Unc, which is spelled A for Africa, N for Nubian, K for king, H for hero, space Amun, which is spelled A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, N for Nubian, and you'll find the High Priest Amun on Facebook. Be friends with High Priest Amun will be your friend too. You're done now, Meta Science. Also, we're on Instagram. If you want to follow the High Priest Amun on Instagram, feel free to. High Priest Amun Instagram is high_priest_720, which is spelled high as in H for hero, I for intuition, G for God, H for hero, _priest, which is spelled P for perfect, R for respect, I for intuition, E for El Elyon, S for success, T for terrific, _720. You're done now, Meta Science. So we'll be back shortly. You're done now, Meta Science. Meta Science.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas. I tell you, I know what time you need to know. They call me international, right, man. Hurry up in the building tonight, just so you know. Your favorite high boy, dope boy, blessed boy, fat machine, aka your high terminator. Here you are, so you're probably here tonight. Permit me to introduce to you the most powerful prophet on earth with the heart of gold and charity. We're talking about one of the high priests of the order of Melchizedek, the Meta Science final boss, the Meta Science CEO, the Meta Science captain, the El Duce, the René, the Ven heavyweight microphone champion of the world. We're talking about the person that the CEO, the grand hyphen of Metal Science Ministry, Amun. Let me hear you say Meta. Meta. I say he's here today to give us a gift, a powerful gift from heaven, a gift that has made men mighty, a gift that has made men strong, a gift of victory, a gift of revolution, a gift of freedom, and a gift that will make you a champion. We're talking about the prophet, specially sent by God, a prophet ahead of his time, choosing one sent from God to bring the revolution to the end. We're talking about the chosen one sent from God to come and conquer, become a champion, and give victory to the children of the Lord.
Welcome back to the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Radio Show via the Hub Live Radio 105.2 FM and also on YouTube Live. I'm on L's YouTube channel. Now, High Priest Amun L just broke his fast just now. High Priest Amun L's mouth was so flipping dry. My days, I couldn't even, it was like drying in the desert in Egypt, or the desert in Dubai, or the desert in Saudi Arabia, the Sahara Desert, all of the deserts, or somebody, a woman downstairs that haven't had love in a long time. Now, what are we saying right now? The current situation is that we can see the world is falling apart. We can see, my brothers and sisters, that America or President Trump is doing the madness. He's destroyed the stock market. Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars have been lost in the stock market. People are complaining. People are finally waking up and smelling the coffee and seeing that the world is ending, that we are in ended days right now. Do you understand, my brothers and sisters? That now it's time, my brothers and sisters, to rise up. It's time, my brothers and sisters, to smell the coffee and know that there is no future for your children. We're in a time right now that you have to now share with a partner to have a house, or buy a house, or rent a house. It's no more longer, we're in a time where one income can feed the whole household. Both partners, i.e. man or woman, or man and man, or woman and woman, have to provide to survive in these end of days. It's unfair, because 30 years ago or 40 years ago, everybody knew their position in the family, but now the positions have been distorted, and that's what we're going to be talking about in our main event tonight. You are done now, Metal Science. So like what we said, everybody that's on the TikTok, on the YouTube, on the Facebook, and on the FM right now. So what are we saying? We're saying, what is meta science? Meta science is right knowledge, meaning that we deal with facts, not fiction. Right wisdom, meaning that we learn from the right knowledge and abstract the experience, or the experience that we've applied through the knowledge, which leads to Right overstanding, meaning that we stand over, not stand under, which leads to sound right reasoning, meaning that we resonate in wherever we are. We resonate with the cosmos, or we resonate with the Most High. You're done now, meta science. Meta science also is self-awareness, meaning that we are aware of ourselves. Self-realization, meaning that we realize that we are present in this matrix, which leads to self-actualization, meaning that we are now activating ourselves to do the Most High's work, which leads to truth, justice, and righteousness. You're done now, meta science. So now, let's get into it. So now the first part of the show is the most important part. The first part of the show is the prayer. And the prayer is the most important part of the show, because without the prayer, we are nothing. Without remembering the Most High, we are nothing, because our life can change in an instant. Our life can change in any moment of time. We might not even be here tomorrow. We might not even be here after this radio show. So it's good that we get our prayers in, so that we know that we have contributed, or we have done our duty for the Most High, the minimum duty. So now the High Priest Amun wants everybody that is listening right now, everybody that is listening, dude, everybody that's listening, buddy, everybody that's listening, sister, to go and grab your Bible, or the Tanakh, or the Torah, because we're going to start off with our Old Testament prayers. Do you understand and understand, my brothers and sisters? We're going to start off with the first prayer, which is Psalms 91, Telehim 91. So if you please, my brothers and sisters, grab your Bible, grab your Torah, grab your Tanakh, and turn to Psalms 91 so we can say it in unison. And I pray someone else will give you a couple of moments to do that. You're done now, meta science. Let's go! Alright, now that I pray someone else hopes you got your Bible or your Torah or your Tanakh, so that we can read our Old Testament prayers. Psalms 91, Telehim 91. Let's go, meta science. He that dwelleth in the secret place of El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of El Shaddai, i.e. the Almighty. I will say of Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, He is my refuge and my fortress. My Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by the day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand come near thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, which is my refuge, even El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him. In trouble I will deliver him, and honor him. With long life will I satisfy and show him my salvation. You don't know mental science. And I, Priest Someone Else, hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. Like what we said, shout out to everybody that's saying the prayer along with High Priest Someone Else. Shout out to everybody that's on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's on Facebook. Shout out to everybody that's on TikTok. Shout out to everybody that's on the Twitch. Shout out to everybody that's on the FM. You don't know mental science. So the next prayer that we're going to do is Psalms 71, 10 a.m. 71. So the High Priest Someone Else wants you to turn to the page that is Psalms 71, 10 a.m. 71. High Priest Someone Else will give you a couple of moments to do that. You don't know mental science. Let's go. Everybody's turned to Psalms 71, 10 a.m. 71. Let's go, mental science. In thee, O Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Deliver me in thy righteousness and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto me and save me. Thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. Thou hast given commandment to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, O my Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. For thou art my hope. O Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, thou art my trust from my youth. By thee have I been holden up from the womb. Thou art he that took me out of my mother's bowels. My praise shall be continually of thee. I am as a wonder unto many, but thou art my strong refuge. Let my mouth be filled with thy praise and with thy honor all the day. Cast me not off old age, forsake me not when my strength faileth. For my enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim have forsaken him, persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. O Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, be not far from me. O my Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, make haste for my help. Let them be confounded and consumed that are adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with the reproach and dishonor that seek my help. But I'll hope continually and will yet praise thee more and more. My mouth shall show forth thy righteousness and thy salvation all the day, for I know not the numbers thereof. I will go in the strength of Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. O Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim has taught me from my youth, and hitherto have I declared thy wondrous works. Now also when I'm old and grey-headed, O Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, forsake me not until I have showed thy strength unto this generation, and thy power to everyone that is to come, thy righteousness also. O Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim is very high, who has done great things. O Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim who is like unto thee. Thou which has showed me great and sore trouble shall quicken me again and shall bring me up again from the depths of the earth. Thou shalt increase my greatness and comfort me on every side. I will also praise thee with the psaltery, even thine truth. O Amun Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. Unto thee will I sing with the harp, O thou Holy One of Israel, Metal Science. My lips shall greatly rejoice when I sing unto thee, and my soul which thou hast redeemed. My tongue also shall talk of thy righteousness all the day long, for they are confounded, for they are brought unto shame that seek my hurt. You're done now, Metal Science. And I pray someone else hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. You're done now, Metal Science. So now the next prayer we're going to do is the final prayer in the Old Testament, or in the Telohim, in the Tanakh, or in the Torah, which is Psalms 24 or Telehim 23. So that I pray someone else will give you a couple of moments. Psalms 23 or Telehim 23, so that we can do the prayer together. You're done now, Metal Science. Let's go. Are we ready, my brothers and sisters? Are you ready, dude? Are you ready, sister? Are you ready, buddy? Let's do this prayer together. Let's go, Metal Science. The Lord is my shepherd. Oh, Amun Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Elohim is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name. Yea, for I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Amun Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, forever and ever. Amun Ashio, Metal Science. And I hope you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, from your radio speakers. So now we are done with our Old Testament prayers, or our prayers from the Tanakh or the Torah. Now we're moving on to our prayers in the New Testament, or in the Bible, or in the Gospel. So now the first and last prayer that we're going to do is the Lord's Prayer. And we're going to listen to the Lord's Prayer in the original tone in the Greek, and then we're going to translate it into the English. Let's go, Metal Science. So if you want to get ready for the Lord's Prayer, type in Matthew 6 or turn to page Matthew 6, and we start from verse 9 for the Lord's Prayer. But like what we said, we're going to listen to it in the Greek first and then translate it into the English. You're done now, Metal Science. Let's go.
Pater Himon, ha entois uranois, hagias theto ta onomasu, el theto he basileasu, gene to thelemasu, hos en urano, kai epi testes. Tonarton Himon, ton epiusion, dos hemin semen, kai afis hemin ta ophelemata himon, hos kai hemes aviamen tois opheletes himon, kai me esenenkes hemas is perasmon, ala rusai hemas apo tu ponegu, Amen.
All right, so now that was the Lord's Prayer in the English. And, sorry, that was the Lord's Prayer in the Greek. Now we're going to translate it into the English. Let's go, meta science. So after this manner, therefore ye, our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not in temptation, but deliver us through the power and glory. Amen. Amun Asheo. You're done, no metas. Now, the high priest of Amun, I hope you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. And now, we're moving on to our Muslim prayers for our Muslim brothers and sisters. So now, for those who want to participate, please get your Quran and let's turn to Al-Fatiha, the opener, Surah 1, so we can say the prayer in the Arabic first and then translate it into the English. High Priest Amun will give you a moment to grab your Quran and turn to Surah Al-Fatiha, or the opener, Surah 1, so that we can read and say the prayer together. You're done now, mental science. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. All right, so that was Surah Al-Fatiha, the opener in the Arabic. Now we're going to translate it into the English. Let's go. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. All praise is for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship and you alone ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you are pleased with or those you are astray. So now the high priest of Amun, I hope you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. So now we're going to move on to the next prayer and final prayer in the Quran tonight on the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship radio show via the Hub Live Radio, which is Al-Ikhlas, the sincerity, Surah 112. So the high priest of Amun, I will give you a couple of moments to turn to Surah 112, that Al-Ikhlas, the sincerity, so we can say it together in the same fashion. We're going to start off with the Arabic and the English. You're done now, mental science. Let's go. Because the high priest of Amun is ready. Let's go. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Allah as-samad. Lam yalid wa lam yuwalad. Wa lam yakun kufuwan ahad. All right. Surah Al-Ikhlas, the sincerity in the Arabic. Now we're going to translate it into the English. Let's go. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. say or profit. He is Allah, one and indivisible. Allah, the sustainer needed by all. He has never had an offspring, nor he was born, and there is none comparable to him. All right. And I, priest Amun, I hope you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. We have finished our Muslim prayers for our Muslim brothers and sisters, and now we're moving on to the final prayer, the mental science prayer. But before we get into the mental science prayer, my brothers and sisters, we have to go back to the Bible and turn to Matthew 5. Matthew 5. Let's go to Matthew 5 right now. Hold on. Yeshua Yamashiach said, or Jesus Christ or Isa said, that we should be fulfilling when we're on this planet, or remembering what he said, the message, the gospel that he came to give on this planet. So let's go with our science. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the poor in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely. Mental science. I pray someone else hopes you felt that prayer, or hope you felt those words of power vibrating in your bones, vibrating in your heart, vibrating in your soul, vibrating in your spirit. Because now we are ready. We are ready for the mental science prayer, the most important prayer in the whole entire world. You're done now, mental science. Shout out to TikTok. To the people that are joining in, shout out to the people on the YouTube listening, shout out to the people on Facebook, shout out to the people on the FM. You're done now, mental science. If you're ready for the mental science prayer, let me hear you say, mental science. I cannot hear you. If you're ready for the mental science prayer, let me hear you say, mental science. All right, let's go, mental science. We give thanks and praises to Amun, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, El Kadir, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'apita, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Metas, Mommy to Daddy to Granny to Granddad to the Elohim to Yeshua Yamashiach, to the ancestors and to the Most High. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us away from the evil and wickedness that exists in the planet and the cosmos. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for every breath that we take and every moment that we live. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us on planet Earth and also our loved ones on the other side. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for letting High Priest Amun be able to complete his fast today. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting all the people or children of the Most High that is listening to the Metal Science Ministries in the Fellowship radio show tonight. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for the prosperity in our lives. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for making us have another day to live. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us what is necessary to grow spiritually, mentally, and physically. And lastly, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us and also being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness so that we can enter the kingdom of heaven, which is Zion. Amen. Amun Asheo Meta Science. And I pray someone else hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. You're done now, Meta Science. So now, I pray someone else going to take a short break. We're going to go straight into the main event tonight. You're done now, Meta Science. Let's go.
only way of winning in the superficial world is sin. I'm fed up of living, cause the only way of winning in the superficial world is sin.
In the world where the middle keeps us locked, society's got us caged up like a boss. Trying to get out, but caged up like a boss. Don't want us to rise, climb high and be boss. Make us watch TV to keep our minds locked, keep our minds lost. Shoots on the roads, hanging out on the blocks. Minutes later, getting searched by the cops. Like the cops, stereotypes is gang, but it's hard to get jobs. Now the only option to make money. Reverse psychology to take what we got. When boys are leeches and low cost. So keep your eyes lit, meditate and focus. We're fallen angels, that's what they wrote cause. Believe and trust.
I'm fed up of living, cause the only way of winning in the superficial world is sin. But is sin.
High priest, let's go.
I'm fed up of living, cause the only way of winning in the superficial world is sin.
Mental science, high priest, let's go.
You was fraudulent with your lies, you with my soul. Decorated the dream she sold with hearts and bars. Innocence with no protection, how I get it. Innocence because it's weak, so I got the message. No exchange within my speech may have you threatened, but my lingo through the streets, I'm really well spoken. Vigilant with visualizing, that's my focus. Why these birds be singing for some thoroughbred? Immortalize my name for the seas that's left. I've been trying to have a lot of game for the lost that's left. I've been climbing the mic sonically, it please the rest, but until then, all I can say the rest. I'm labeled blue, that's right. I'm that chick rolling round with the spook, yeah. That Scooby-Doo, yeah. Sing up off whale lullaby, or this last crazy story goes before you drove. My thought process different, yeah. Humanize. Know if you miss, know that I'm coming for your neck and deflating that ball. Notice was the warning, yeah. I'm in my own lane when these chicks always trying to swerve in. Caution for the fake girl with the rough edges. Claim that she's mixed. Lies you would tell most miss. Yeah. Lies you would tell. See them root like stick. Perm me top out before you get lost. Yeah.
I'm fed up of living, cause the superficial world is sin.
Mental science, high priest, let's go.
I'm fed up of living, cause the only way of winning in the superficial world is sin.
Mental science, high priest, let's go.
I'm fed up of living, cause the only way of winning in the superficial world is sin.
Mental science, high priest, let's go.
I'm fed up of living, cause the only way of winning in the superficial world is sin.
Mental science, high priest, let's go.
Freedom, mental science, freedom, like a runaway slave. Freedom, like I just got paid. Freedom, 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 come on, freedom, 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 come on, freedom, freedom, freedom. Come on, freedom, mental science, freedom, like a runaway slave. Freedom, like I just got paid. Freedom, 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 come on, freedom, 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 mental science, freedom, 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 mental science, freedom, 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 say it with your chest, freedom, freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my children, let me hear you say freedom. All my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Pump your fists in the air to show that you get a high priest and the freedom is on the Portland's worst nightmare. Let us prepare to damage and tear this new world order that is treated us unfair. First solution is a revolution. This is a freedom song, so sing along. We're a million men strong, the war is on because Babylon did us wrong. The time is now, we will be awake that terror. Broadcast the news that is fake. I'm the high priest when I get high, I levitate. When the war is over, heaven on earth is what we're going to create. create a high priest and his mental science soldiers and his freedom fighters. It's time to concentrate. Elohim, forgive us for our sins. No else only wins, destroy the evil face of it.
Freedom,
when I'm smoking the J.
freedom.
Every single day.
Let me hear you say freedom, freedom.
All my queens, let me hear you say
Freedom,
all my kings, let me hear you say
freedom,
all my children, let me hear you say
freedom,
all my brothers, let me hear you say
freedom,
all my sisters, let me hear you say
freedom, freedom. Come on,
freedom,
can't hear you.
freedom, freedom.
Hmm.
Put your fist in the air. Let the high priest
And the freedom fighters are the government's worst nightmare. Let us damage and tear this new world order that is treated as unfair. First solution is a
This is a freedom song, so sing along. Yeah, a million men strong, the war is on, cause Babylon did us wrong.
freedom, 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 freedom,
Come on,
freedom, 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 freedom,
say it with your chest. Freedom, freedom. Come on, all my queens, let me hear you say
freedom,
all my kings, let me hear you say
freedom,
all my children, let me hear you say
freedom,
all my brothers, let me hear you say
freedom,
all my sisters, let me hear you say
freedom,
freedom, like a runaway slave. Freedom,
like I just got paid.
freedom,
Smoking the chain,
freedom.
every single day.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas. I'm sure you already know what time it is tonight. They call me international and hurry up in the building tonight, just so you know. Your favorite high boy, dope boy, blessed boy, fat machine, aka right terminator. There you are, say your prophet here tonight. Permit me to introduce to you the most powerful prophet on earth with a heart of gold and charity. We're talking about one of the high priests of the order of Melchizedek, the meta science final boss, the meta science CEO, the meta science captain, the El Duce, the reigning, defending heavyweight microphone champion of the world. We're talking about that person than the CEO, the grand high priest of meta science ministry, Amun L. Let me hear you say meta, meta. I say he's here today to give us a gift, a powerful gift from heaven, a gift that has made men mighty, a gift that has made men strong, a gift of victory, a gift of revolution, a gift of freedom, and a gift that will make you a champion. We're talking about the prophet specially sent by God, a prophet ahead of his time, the chosen one sent from God to bring revolution to the earth. We're talking about the chosen one sent from God to come and conquer, become a champion, and give victory to the children of the Lord.
And welcome back to the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via via the Hub Live Radio 105.2 FM. Welcome back to the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via the Up Live Radio 105.2 FM. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in on Facebook, on Instagram, or on YouTube, on the FM, on Twitch, on TikTok. I pray someone else loves you all. And this show is going to resonate with you tonight. So now it's main event time. But before we get into the main event, I pray someone else wants to welcome all the new listeners and the silent listeners to the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Radio Show, where we deliver right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding to lead to sound right reasoning. And also, Meta Science is all about self-actualization, self-awareness, self-realization, knowing thyself, knowing your own truth, and truth, justice, and righteousness. You don't know Meta Science. It's main event time. Now, before we get into the main event, we have a hotline, a WhatsApp hotline at the moment. We don't have a main hotline, but we got a WhatsApp hotline. If you have WhatsApp, all you need to do is dial 079, or for my international listeners, plus 447950297105. High Priest Amun L repeats, plus 447950297105. I repeat, this is our WhatsApp number, guys. So it will only work through WhatsApp. Okay? Alright, so let's get into the main event right now, my brothers and sisters. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the main event of the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Radio Show via the Hub Live Radio 105.2 FM, and we're about to enter to the main event of this show. So now, who's ready for some Meta Science? Now, we are gonna be discussing tonight on the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Radio Show tonight. Is misogyny on the rise? Now, this is a very important and an imperative topic that we're talking about tonight. Is misogyny on the rise? And we've got many key points tonight to explain why misogyny is on the rise. So this is something that you do not want to miss. Shout out to everybody that's listening to the FM. Shout out to everybody that's listening to the YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's listening to the Facebook. Shout out to Queen Fix. Shout out to Queen Danai. Shout out to Queen Judy. Shout out to Queen Kaz. Shout out to Queen Marks. Shout out to Auntie Liz. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now. Shout out to all the silent listeners as well. So now we're in the main event. Is misogyny on the rise? Now, High Priest Amun L. High Priest Amun L, why are you talking about misogyny? That's not what you talk about. Well, let me tell you something, buddy. Let me tell you something, dude. We were going to talk about something else this week. We were going to talk about why is young boys indoctrinated or groomed to commit crimes and ruin their life, or are on the path of destruction. Now, brilliant idea, because one of High Priest Amun L's Meta Science soldiers or Meta Science disciples called the High Priest Amun L last week, talking to the High Priest and saying, that doesn't know why things are not working for her. And the High Priest Amun L had to let her know that, listen, have you fasted for Ramadan? She said no. When I said, okay, listen, you still got time, you still got Easter, yeah, we're still in the period of Lent, which is abstinence. Depending on what level you are, obviously High Priest Amun L is on the expert level, final boss level, so we're doing our 40-day fast, like Jesus Christ. Dry fast, to be exact. So we mentioned and said, listen, you should do your fasting, yeah, and miracles will come through. Do you understand, my brothers and sisters? You do your fasting, you are destroying any disagreeable forces or evil and wickedness that exist inside of you and without you. Do you understand, my brothers and sisters? Anything that is evil or is disagreeable to your mind, body, and spirit needs to go. And this is why we do our fasting, because we need to cleanse ourselves and reset ourselves and restart our mind, body, and spirit. So that's what we said to our mental science disciple, that to do your fasting. And she agreed. I hope she's still doing it. Shout out to Queen Jenny. Anyway, so we were talking. And then another mental science disciple must have said to high priest, or was to high priest someone else, like, my son is being naughty. My son has been expelled from 2 different schools. And I'm like, I preach someone else like, your son is a cheeky B-word. Your son is taking the mick. Your son is not respecting you, and he's disrespecting himself. How can you be kicked out of 2 secondary schools and now you're going tag? You're obviously on the path of destruction, and you don't even know it. And the problem is, my brothers and sisters, especially in the black community, the mothers are too nice, are pampering their sons to do evil and wickedness. They are blind. They blindly love their sons, and this is the problem: the lack of discipline. And when the fathers know that their children, especially their sons, is being bad and being unruly, the fathers know what to do with their sons to put them in shape and to make them disciplined. However, the moms intercept the father love, the father discipline, and say no, that you can't on him. No, that you can't give him the stick. No, that you can't discipline him. And as a result, this causes friction between mom and dad, because as a man, a man knows what to do with a boy, but a woman does not know how to take care of a boy. That's just facts. That's why you're seeing all this madness outside with the children fighting in school, killing each other, because the fathers are MIA, missing in action. So anyway, so when I heard the news, or High Priest someone else heard the news from his meta science disciple doing the mad thing, I said to my meta science disciple, give me the phone now, give him the phone, let me speak to him. So High Priest someone else was speaking to this unruly boy. He's only about 15, 16, kicked out of 2 different schools, expelled in center. And High Priest someone else had to tell him, listen boy, why are you kicked out of school? And he had the audacity to say, my contract expired, like I'm some idiot, or I'm some alien, I don't know, I've never been to school before. And I said, listen, stop chatting your nonsense to me. I already know that you've been permanently excluded or expelled because you're a bad boy, because you're naughty, and you're on the path of destruction. You're on the path of going to now from referral unit or center to youth offenders, from to jail. That's the path you're on right now, and you need to sort it out. And when we're talking like this, High Priest someone else, mental science disciple, again intercepting High Priest and saying, don't be so harsh on him, he's only a little boy. Listen, you don't know, because you're a woman. He will manipulate you, because he knows he's got you in his pocket. He needs the discipline, and he needs to feel. Because if he doesn't listen, he must feel. That's what our ancestors told us. That was what our grandparents told us. You don't listen, you must feel. And we're not saying that we have to beat our children, but we're saying we must be proactive and discipline our children. Because if we don't, they're going to feel in a different way. And that way can either be they're in jail, or they're in a casket, they're in a grave, they're in a coffin. And we don't want that for our children, do we, my brothers and sisters? Does anybody want that for their children? So if you don't want that for your children, listen to the high priest someone now, right now. You're done, no mental science. So now this was initially the topic for tonight. However, when we got home, or the next day, we went home, speaking to Mama, yeah, and Mama was at home, and I priest someone I was like, oh, Mama, this is what I've got for the radio next week. I got this topic. Oh, that why is it young boys are on the path of destruction? And she said to me, she said to High Priest, listen, High Priest, nobody wants to hear about that. They want to hear about the bigger picture. And High Priest, I was like to Mom, so what is the bigger picture, Mom? Oh, beloved. And High Priest, Mama said, the bigger picture, son, is that misogyny is on the rise. But have you seen that new series on Netflix called Adolescence? That everybody's talking about it, even the Prime Minister is talking about it, even the Prime Minister is saying that it's mandatory that all the children in the United Kingdom must watch this in school. And I agree, someone was like, but what's misogyny got to do with young boys on the path of destruction? And she said, it has a lot to do with it. If you watch the Adolescence, even though she never watched it, misogyny is on the rise. She said people like Andrew Tate, people like Russell Brand, people that are like President Trump are misogynists, and they are influencing the young children to be disrespectful and to be unruly. Someone else was like, yeah. So anyway, we said, you know what? We're gonna take it on board because we know that's a hot topic. We know that people, or women especially, would like to hear from that. Hear what High Priest someone else has to say about misogyny. So anyway, let's talk about misogyny. Misogyny, the definition of misogyny is to hate women. That's the definition. To hate women. Now, what we had planned for tonight, let's go deep into it now. So, we discussed, hold on, let me get the intro. So here is the intro that we're talking about tonight. So tonight on the Mental Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Radio Show via the Up Live Radio 105.2 FM from 7 p.m. GMT, the High Priest will be discussing the rise of misogyny globally and the demasculation of men. Also, the High Priest will be discussing the Netflix propaganda Adolescence, which has a narrative to program, socially engineer, and condition young boys and men to be demasculated. Spoiler alert. We will also be discussing if the usual suspects for space invaders have been instrumental to the rise of misogyny in the United Kingdom. This is a radio show you don't want to miss, and you can get involved with the conversation to find a conclusion and solution. Family, you're done, no mental science. So like what we said, if you want to join in the conversation, call in 079 50 297 105. We just got over 15 minutes left of the show, so we're gonna get into the points right away. So now, the first point. So we did our research. You can imagine, High Priest Amun is doing his investigative journalism, so that we got something to provide for tonight on the radio show. So we did our investigation. We started off by asking people what do they feel about misogyny. We asked different people. We asked men and women how they both think of misogyny. The point that we got for why misogyny is on the rise, and this comes from High Priest Amun Al's dad, and he said, women do not respect their partner anymore, and as a result, kids see that growing up. Now, this is a very deep one, because this is coming from experience. This is not someone that is a little boy. This is someone that is a big man, that has experienced a lot. And when he's saying women do not respect their partner anymore, and as a result, kids see that growing up, what that means is that nowadays, women disrespect their partner or their boyfriend or their husband. They disrespect them in many ways. Whether it be they ridicule them, whether it be they're rude to them, whether it be they have an ego because they're the breadwinner. They disrespect or they don't listen to their partner, or they backchat to them. They insult their partner. Now we're seeing a comment from Mags. She's saying your dad is right. Kids learn what they see, and that's what that young boy saw growing up when he was growing up in the baby adolescent. I watched it more or less to the end, to the 4th episode. I didn't see anything about that. You know what I mean? I just saw it was just longed out, just nothing really happening. You know what I mean? But we'll get into that though. And that's a very good point, Max, what you just said, that the children subconsciously see what's going on in the household. For example, if their mother, if a child that is a boy sees their mother being abused, whether it be mentally, physically, or spiritually, they have now been conditioned or socially engineered to believe that that's how you should treat women. Do you understand, my brothers and sisters? So as a result, or it can work the opposite. If a man is getting abused by a woman, whether it be mentally, physically, spiritually, they're being victimized and brutalized by a woman, the children might want to will learn subconsciously and say, never to me. I'm not gonna have that from a woman, and I'm gonna make sure the woman listens to me. With the manosphere and how the world is right now, that the wokeism has gone out the window. Wokeism has been flushed down the toilet, because we see that's a whole bunch of garbage right now, and that it was there to socially engineer us and make us believe that we should be politically correct and not be true to ourselves. And now the rise of the super duper alpha male is here. People who are in power right now are supreme alpha males. President Trump, Netanyahu, Putin. The only country that doesn't have that has a beta male or someone that took the blue pill is our Prime Minister, two-tier Keir Starmer. Can't even say his words properly. He's like, you get me? That's who's running our country. Someone that took the blue pill and don't even have a backbone. And you can see that our country is falling apart. Forget about America with their crisis. They know what they're doing. They're making America great again. They're into making sure everybody is a patriot and only support their country and don't support Europe or China. That's what they're on. Kaz said, and the girl killed was using social media to belittle him. Well, this is what we're saying, Kaz. This is what we're saying, guys. The first point, women do not respect their partner anymore, and as a result, kids see that growing up. This is what we're saying. It gets to a point where men say enough is enough because we cannot take it anymore. That a woman will bully us, ridicule us, victimize and brutalize us. And it's not like we're not stronger than man. I mean, it's not like we're not stronger than women. But we respect women. But then, the pain, the hurt, the conditioning, and the emotional pain that sometimes women give to men is overwhelming. And as a result, men lose it and just explode. And this is why this misogyny happens. Like, for example, you can have kids with your partner or with your woman. And women nowadays are so sneaky and conniving that when you have kids with a woman, they will condition and brainwash the children to hate you. Do you understand? Do you understand, buddy? And as a result, the children will be nasty to you, disrespect you. And when it's time to discipline them as a man, again, your partner, your wife, your girlfriend will intercept you and say, no, don't touch him. Or that I'm calling the police. Or they'll just take the children and leave. And as a result, a man will be broken because their partner, their girlfriend, their wife hit a low blow, hit below the belt, and took the children away from them, and now claiming child support from you. And you wonder why men hate women in this day and age. All right, so let's move on to the next culture. And next point, number 2. British culture always side a woman, so they take advantage of that. So you can imagine we're talking about it right now, guys. We're talking about the British culture are more or biased towards men, and they're more lenient towards women. And women exploit that. Women take advantage of that. And they will do evil and wickedness to men. Because it's like, nah, you can't do anything because I am a woman. And what can men do? What can men do? Right now, we're in a time, guys. We're in a time, brothers and sisters. We're in a time, dude, but we don't even have anything to live for. So if you keep doing that, women, if you keep bullying men, exploiting the system, and victimizing and brutalizing your husband or your partner or your boyfriend, we're in a time where we don't even have anything to live for anymore. And men might just go psycho and kill everybody, and including themselves, because they cannot take it anymore. Because like what we said, we're not in the best of times right now. We're in the times of end of days. So we're not losing anything. So women, we're warning you. We're warning you. Stop bullying men. Stop it. Stop it now. So let's move on. So the number 3 point, British culture always protect for women, even though the woman is wrong. You see, this is some deep stuff right now. Very deep stuff. Okay, Max is saying, if you watch back when the woman from child services was taken in at, hold on, let me see. If you watch back when the woman from child services was talking to him at his facility, she asked about what he saw in his home and the way the dad spoke to the mum and breaking the shed. Okay, yes, that is true. But this is what we're saying. Brothers and sisters. Thanks for that, Max. Look, the Netflix propaganda for adolescents, I'm not gonna rate it was rubbish. If I'm gonna rate it out of 10, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. That's just facts. Because they stretched it's not a Netflix and chill, dude. It's not a Netflix and chill. We want to get to the point straight away. We're not trying to waste 5 hours watching something that could have been done in 1 hour. You get me? Every episode was just one scene. First episode, they're in the station, police station, getting interviewed. Second episode, they're in the school, trying to gather evidence from the children. Third episode, the Jamie boy is in the youth offenders or child services, getting interviewed by the social worker or the independent pre-sentence lady. Fourth episode is the dad's, you know what I mean, and nothing's really happening. Even that episode, I just had to switch it off because there was nothing happening. And this is why I wasn't rating it, because it was just too much. But anyway, time is running out. We've got 4 minutes left. So what we're on, so we're saying British culture always protect the woman, even though the woman is wrong. And this is the problem, because the woman can provoke a man, like what we said, physically, spiritually, mentally, and as a result, they know what they're doing, and then they want to cry wolf when the man reacts to them in a disagreeable way. But let's move on. Number 5 or number 4, mental health issues causes misogyny to rise. On both sides, it could be the man, it could be the woman. The woman could have mental health and be doing the man towards the man, and it only take the man's breaking point can run out, or his tolerance can run out to the point that he's gonna react, and he don't care how he reacts, because the woman has taken the mick, the woman has degraded the man. Or on the other side of things, the man could have mental health and do not know what he is doing, and as a result, he can be bullying, manipulating, and hurting the woman because he has mental health. Number 5. Now we're gonna be PC about one. The usual suspects, invaders, influence the British culture for men to be misogynistic. Like what we said, we're PC, we're politically correct. You cannot say anything for what we're saying. No, we're not labeling anybody, we're being ambiguous with it. But you know who the usual suspects are. Doesn't matter. No one that is from the UK, you get me? People that are coming from the UK in different ways are making our culture become misogynistic, because they're bringing their own principles and culture into the UK, and influencing the children, influencing the schools, influencing our day-to-day lives on the computer, in the holy places, etc., blah blah blah. Moving on. Number 6, some men pretend that they like you, but they don't like you, and do all type of wickedness, and you don't know what's going on. This is what one of I Priest of one else mental science disciples said. But basically, Some men are spiteful, and some men just want to be with a woman because they want to take advantage of a woman, and they just want to do evil and wickedness to the woman because they enjoy doing evil and wickedness to the woman. And as a result, they become spiteful. So that was number 6 and 7. Number 8, men and women do wickedness to each other, like what we said from the previous. They're doing evil and wickedness to each other, and they love it, and it's a toxic relationship. Number 9, man is supposed to be the hunter, provider, protector. Is in this day and time that man cannot be the hunter, provider, and protector, because due to DEI, women are now in prominent positions, taking away men's jobs, and men become demasculated because of that. And now women can make their own decision and be independent. And lastly, because we have to go now, lastly, the last point is, when a man gets booped by a woman, then he becomes full gear misogynistic. Boopsing, it means when a woman takes advantage of a man, exploits a man because they want some love, they want some intimacy, and or affection, and they see that the man is thinking with his willy or with his penis, and as a result they exploit that and take advantage of a man and use him for everything that he's got, and then a man eventually clocks on what's going on, and then gets to the point of breaking point, goes mental off, and goes misogynistic on their ass. So anyway, so I hope we did something today. Time has run out. I hope everybody has a good time. We're gonna end the show with the prayer. Okay, so one more time, let's do the Metal Science prayer. We give thanks and praises to Atum Ray, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al-Kadir, Usa, Ose, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Ptah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Metal Science, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the Elohim, to Yeshua Yamashiach, to the ancestors, and to the Most High. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us away from the evil and wickedness that exists in the planet and the cosmos. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for every breath that we take and every moment that we live. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for the prosperity in our lives. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us on planet Earth and also our loved ones on the other side. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us the strength to do our fast tomorrow. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting all the listeners tonight that listen to the High Priest on the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship radio show via the Hub Live 105.1 FM. And lastly, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us and also being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness so that we can enter the kingdom of heaven, which is Zion. Amen. I'm gonna share Metal Science. High Priest someone else signing out. I love you all. Take care. Next week we'll be back on from same time 7 till 9. You're done now, Metal Science. Peace and one love. Shalom.